You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and we're off from Foxborough. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. He brushed him off with ease. So we'll take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
From the red zone on first. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
This one is up and good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense to the line fast. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. May off the play fake. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down throw for Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air once more is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Again, it's Allen to the air. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Down inside the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To throw once more, here's Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Matt Milano there to stop him. Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A run here with McCaffrey. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Loop set to get this started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing right away is Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Here's Allen now on first and 10. That's to Kincaid once again. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 25, here's second and 4. Throwing again is Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Allen going to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. To throw again, it's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal. Throwing again. It's Allen. He puts it up and it's caught. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown Bills.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 38 now, Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Houston. We get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes...
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the 1st down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a 2nd down. One more time going up top with Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That is caught, and he's in. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Stroud begins with a pass. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it'll be second down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. He's still on his feet, and he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, this is Strong. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Now Allen on first down. Cook's able to pull that one in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. To throw once more, here's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. To the air once more is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Again, it's Allen to the air. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Throwing again is Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Bills. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Samuel has it on the slant. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. Throwing again, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. To the goal line and in. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed, so they'll have to pick it up on third down. From the gun, here is Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Stroud to throw here on first down. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself
2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
It is 3rd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Throwing right away is Allen. That one complete to Shavers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen to throw again. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. First and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, they need 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Nix now on 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down. Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. And the rush is gonna get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on downs. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And he's in. Brandon Cooks, touchdown Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Pass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Nix, now to throw it here on foot. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into...
And he will score! Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one is gonna sail through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. And here's another extra point that he has missed. Second one that is no good. And as it stands, those 2 points are the difference in this game. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Has caught. That's Shavers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, throw here for Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air once more is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Throwing again is Allen. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Allen going to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To throw once more, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. He's inside the 30. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown Bills. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Extra point try by Bass. He's got it, and the Bills will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 63 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get...
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now Nick's going to look to throw to the back of the end zone. He's got it. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Broncos will cut it to a 2-point lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now Allen on first down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. On first down, Allen. That's to Kincaid once again.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and These drag routes can be very, very effective.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Allen to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again, it's Allen. All alone is the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw again, it's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. It's up and good. And the Bills will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Cook's able to pull that one in. And he's in! Brandon Cooks, touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Nix to the air. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. To the air, Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. This taken in by Kincaid. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 4 yards out. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson escapes the pocket. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Allen gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Short pass brought in. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To the air again, Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35. Again, Allen to the air. Complete beyond the marker. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Bass now to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They go play fake with Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. Back now, pressure coming. Let's take it in by LeJohntay Wester. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. From the red zone now. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Jackson yet again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Back to the air, Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Back to throw now, Allen. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw again, it's Allen. This finds Cooks, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
1st down throw for Allen. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Allen setting up to throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
1st and 10 from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Allen now on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Second and 3 now. Allen gonna throw again. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Cook. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. Cook again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Cook, and he's in for the touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up first and 10. Lamar off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. On first down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Second down now. They need 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet.
Passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. That's complete, David Njoku. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Sanders going to throw here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. I mean, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Sanders setting to pass. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is second down. From the gun, Judkins. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Allen gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
To throw again, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To the air again. Allen. Brought in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get the game's first points here in the second. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's Sanders out of the pistol. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Sanders. Absolutely fires this one right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. They're